Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Ellie and this is my channel, the Black Cat Tarot. I saw this video at Mystic Mand and it's a video about quirky, strange deck, like strangest tarot and oracle decks in the collection, and that is definitely a tag for me. Because if you watch my videos, well, any at all, you know I am that weirdo. I am the person who will walk against the stream. I am that person who loves everything quirky, everything strange, everything weird. So definitely a tag for me. I felt it was like calling out to me. And I know Mandy said that she had done a VR to the waves of your soul. So I have to tag, I'm going to tag both of them, both brilliant videos, and seeing lots of different decks and even some I didn't have. So that made me very happy. So I'm going to start with a deck that I recently got. And it's a deck that literally made me fall in love with it immediately. It's not the weirdest deck, but it is weird. And that is actually the First Aid for Broken Hearts Tarot. So let me just get it out for you. And I'm back. And if you watched my videos before, you know I didn't have a clue that I could post the video. That is how iPhone savvy I am or have been. I thought I was good at using iPhone, but obviously I'm not. So I'm quite pleased that I found the pause button. Okay, so this is the First Aid for Broken Hearts Tarot, and it's got that magical quirkiness that I simply adore. Look at that. Love everything about this deck. Love the colors, love the illustrations, of course, because it's quirky. It's deep, mysterious, and definitely weird. See if I can find one of them cards that are very weird. Because one of my favorite decks, I'm going to show it to you anyways, Mystical Moments Tarot. It's been probably on my top 5, I would say, since I got it. Look at that. It's such a beautiful deck at the same time as it is weird, different. Look at that. And this reminds me of Mystical Moments a lot, to be honest with you. So that is First Aid for Broken Hearts Tarot, and I'm gonna go get the next one. The next one is actually a French deck, and if you watched a video I did yesterday of a new French deck that I got, you know that I mentioned that I find the French decks that I've got are extremely high quality, even if they are mass market. So I'm a big fan. So this is a deck. And I think if you translate it, my French is very, very rusty, to say the least. So please feel free, correct me, because I need to relearn it. So this is Le Tarot Ramure étrange. So I think it translates to Le Tarot of the Strange Branches. Might be wrong, probably wrong. So I'm going to show you some other cards. Oh, I forgot to pause. Once again, a deck that is different. And I think the artwork is amazing. That might not be the most weirdest card, but believe me when I say it, it's a weird deck. Definitely got quirky in it. That's some nakedness. Maybe it should fast forward there. I'm not gonna show you the whole deck or even close to it. I just wanted you to have a quick look at it. Okay, but this is a deck I would like to use more. I think it is stunning. Next deck is the deck that I talked about, and it's the Tarot of Mystical Moments by Catherine Welchstein. And this is a mass market deck too. And this is truly a deck that I would never, ever, ever, ever get rid of. But I will get rid of this box temporarily though, so we can have a look at the cards. This is everything I would like to see in a deck. It's definitely so different than what you normally see. Doesn't follow Rider-Waite-Smith at all, but that's what I like. It's very intuitive. You see, you got different kings here as well. So you got one woman, one female, and one male. Also, something I think it's brilliant. Look at that, the cornucopia on his or her head. Can it get more quirky than this, or weird or strange than this? It is beautiful. Hope you can see my card. I really have to learn how to connect the phone to a computer, and so I can watch it on a big screen, because this is ridiculous. I cannot see what I'm doing, so I'm hoping you can see the cards all right. My phone has become very temperamental, so if I place the phone on the stand or connect it to the stand, it sort of starts recording by itself, and then you cannot stop it, and then it dials emergency services. So I have to put it as far as possible away from any buttons, you know, the connector to the stand, and it's hence I cannot see, well, anything really. Look at that. Weird. So yeah, that is the Tarot of the Mystical Moments. Let me get another deck for you. And the third deck is the Nicoletta Cecoli Tarot, and I think if you are a collector, if you are a tarot reader, oracle reader, psychic reader, intuitive reader, you know about this deck. But it's still one of my favorite quirky decks. Sorry, it's like I had this deck in a pink bag. Big mistake, because I think when I moved, it sort of, it was in a box, and the dye from the bag rubbed off on the cards. Look at that. Isn't this magical? Yet another deck that's absolutely nothing to do with RWS. It is its own deck. That's what I was gonna try to say. And I love, 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 love this deck. I have a mini version as well, but I haven't used that at all, to be honest with you. I just like to have it. I love the colors. This is dark as well. You might think, oh, it's got such pretty colors, you know, how can you say it's dark? It is dark. It's deep and dark, mysterious, and gorgeous. Okay, so that's the Nicoletta Cecoli Tarot, and I think you can get this from Lo Scarabeo, and it is a mass market deck. Next one is a deck that I don't have the box for. That was lost when I moved, and it is the Tarot of the Magical Forest. No, this is Joie de Vivre. It is by Paulina Cassidy, now Paulina Fay. Also very, very weird. And I don't think this is as weird. It is weird, but it's definitely not as dark as the Cecoli Tarot. It's funny. More and more, it's like light energy to this deck. Then you all know now what deck I'm going to show you next. But I haven't got the box for this either. There was 2 boxes that I got lost, among other things. But I think you can get this still. And it is yet again a mass market deck. I don't think I have any deck here at the moment. And believe me, I have more quirky decks, and some of them are indie decks. But I thought this video I show you some of the decks that are mass market, due to the fact that, you know, I'm not going to show something. I didn't feel like showing something that is out of print, or something that might be more difficult to get. Even though I will show some of my indie decks that I have at a later stage. But in this video, I just thought I have a lot of quirky mass market decks, so why not show them? So yeah, that is the Joie de Vivre Tarot. And this is the Tarot of the Magical Forest. I think I got the name right now. This is a deck that I really like. I haven't used it a lot, well, not lately. And one thing that annoyed me about it, actually, it was that, you know, like, you have different languages around it. Takes away from the picture, and I love the illustrations in this. Look at that, it's so cute. So this is like a more cute-ish, warm deck to me. But it's also got a very unexpected energy. Like you can get answers that you don't expect at all. It's like, it can with all tarot, but it's just that it's got an extra unexpected touch. You think it's all going to be all cozy and fussy and warm, and then it can shock you, because it can come out something you don't expect, because this is like sort of quirky, and I sort of expected like a more childish answer, you know, and then something really profound comes out. So yeah, it's a deck that I I'm not getting rid of, even though I haven't used it a lot lately. So Tarot of the Magical Forest. Please correct me if I have gotten that wrong, since I haven't used it in such a long time. Okay. The next one is a deck that I've had, I think, for a couple of years now. And it's a Cirque du Tarot. Comes in a really big box, but a nice book. So, and this is Llewellyn. Let me just try to get the cards out. And I can show you some of the weirdness. So 2 cards were actually way up. It's not you cannot compare this with the Checkerley or even the magical forest or Jus de Vivre, but it's got some weirdness about it. It's not your average deck. Like the illustrations. So this definitely goes with my quirky, in my quirky collection. It's just different. Look at that. Okay, so that is the Cirque du Tarot. Oh, my French is so bad. And of course, I'm gonna have a deck by Patrick Valencia when it comes to quirky, weird, different, strange. And I have actually another deck too by Patrick Valencia. The Master of Quirkiness. So this is the borderless edition, and also a deck that you can get quite easily, I think. This is spooky. Also dark. But I love dark decks and quirky and strange. I don't know how many times I have said that now, but I really do. I hope the sun isn't too bad. I mean, the glare. I might have to close the curtains a bit. Look at that. So talk about weird. This is like, I imagine Stephen King's mind to be like. Unpredictable and deep and very strange. Okay, so that is the Deviant Moon Tarot by Patrick Valencia. Then I have another favorite of mine, which is the Wisdom of the Oracle, or I call it the Wisdom Oracle. And this is by Colette Baron Reid. You have this in, you can get this in a mini size as well, pocket version. Some of you, I know you trimmed the edges of this. I think I use this daily, literally for over a year when I first got this. It is a brilliant deck. And the guidebook as well, you have different for finances or like, and protection, I think love, and then general. Let me just close the window a bit, the curtains a bit. I hope that's a bit better. But I love everything about this. The colors and the art and the strangeness. Very intuitive deck. And actually the mini version, I find sometimes it's a bit of a gamble buying a pocket edition of a deck or a mini deck. But the mini deck, the pocket edition of this is beautiful, amazing. I always carry that around the moment it's downstairs, because I've been reading for customers, you know, doing like phone consultations and stuff, and it's just very high quality. That's so noisy. And we have the Jazz Festival coming to Derry now, the 1st of May to the 5th. So you can imagine the noisiness then. But I'm looking forward to that. It's beautiful. And if you want to know about my voice, it's just that I have bad pollen allergy and pollen asthma. So it affects my voice, which used to be pain in the arse when I used to sing before, like, and make sure that you are taking your antihistamine tablets every day, and you should really start in January, which I always forgot. So this is the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reid. The next one is the Shadow Tarot by Monica Bodinsky, and love like, I'm not going to show you the box because it's too bulky, but the Shadowland Tarot. So we got, sorry about that, I had the postman knocking on the door. Whew. I just ran, it's like 3 flights of stairs, so I was like, whoa. But I am back with the Shadowland Tarot by Monica Bodinsky. And this is quirkiness deluxe. Also very good using for, like, sorry, this might, well, quirky cats. Exploring your shadow side. But this is soft, really. It's like, it's not harsh at all. Well, I don't find it harsh at all. It's gentle. But they have to have sumis when I do things. Yeah, that's, I know. And I love this. And I haven't used this as a lot at all, to be honest with you. I used it more for like Halloween for customers, but not since then, really. I have to go through my decks, I realized, and decide if I should get rid of some, or rehome, should I say. Get rid of. That sounds so horrible. I don't know why I've been saying that. rehome. I heard that mentioned on several videos. They're not getting rid of, they're rehoming. And the decks feel like family to me. That makes me probably a very sad and pathetic person, but that is like sitting there. Okay, she lives alone with the 2 cats. No, hasn't got any friends. No, it's not. That's not me. But yeah, but I am weird. I admit that. I always been going against the flow. I used to be very, very shy when I was little, and then sort of I changed, when I was teenage years or even later. I was shy for a long time. Depends who I meet, because certain people I click with instantaneously, and I can really talk. But others I feel intimidated, which is not good at all. Then it takes me a while to warm up. But I'm getting better now. Being older, should I say older and wiser? I don't know about that. But that is the Shadowland Tarot, Monica Bodinsky, a deck that I am so happy to have in my collection. And I'm back with another deck by Patrick Valenza. And see, I don't know who that was. Was it a Mystic Mand or The Waves of Your Soul? But one of them, anyway. I'm gonna link their videos down below. Anyway, they show this deck too, and I was like, oh, I have that. But it's like more of like a playing deck. But the illustration, that is what made me get this deck. And you have this here, for example, like 4 of clubs. It's like something deadly grows in the garden. And then you have this little skeleton girl, like picking skulls from a plant.